falling for no pump fake. Yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. Yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-3. As of today, the Yankees sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division, while the Athletics are in second place in the AL West. The Chicago White Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 11-2. Heading into the day, the Astros are in 4th place in the AL West, while the White Sox sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Tigers 9-6. Entering the day's action, the Angels sit in 1st place in the American League West Division, while the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central. The Rays finished off the 4-game sweep as they were winners over the Mariners 9-5. The win was their 6th straight as a team. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the Rays are in 2nd place in the AL East. Jorge Polanco had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as Minnesota defeated the Rangers 17-4. In the standings, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Twins are sitting atop the AL Central. The Baltimore Orioles combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 2-1. As of today, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Blue Jays are 4th in the division. The Red Sox had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-6. At the start of the day, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, while the Red Sox are in 3rd place in the AL East. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. As of right now, the Braves are in 3rd place in the NL East, while the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. The Nats finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-1. In the standings, the Nationals sit in 1st place in the National League East Division, while the Mets are 4th in the division. Jock Peterson sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as the Cubs downed Miami 9-5. Heading into the day, the Cubs sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, while the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. The Indians completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. The Los Angeles Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-3. At the start of the day, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are atop the division. The Milwaukee Brewers put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-2. In the standings, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West, and the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. Yu Darvish collected win number 3 this year as the Padres were winners over the Reds 10-3. As of today, the Padres sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, while the Reds are atop the NL Central. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 12-2. As of right now, the Giants sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, while the Phillies are in 1st place in the NL East. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Let your hope come from fight.
MLB
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Field. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. Stay tuned for Rangers baseball next. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately, that can't be denied, but this is the perfect guy, right spot.
73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Now the 2-0. Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Standing in now, Tony Kemp, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 pitch is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Andrus on at first, nobody out. This one's flared out toward left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Now both runners on the move. In the dirt, and now let's see. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Career against Kyle Gibson, 7 hits in 14 tries. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
That is big. The center fielder, number 22.
2 down, no one on base. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
The 2-0 on the way.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Into the windup and the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Heim has it, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The A's lead this one 2-0. Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now to the plate, here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Delino DeShields.
At the plate now is Delino DeShields for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game, fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Now the 1-1 pitch is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. 1 ball, no strikes the count. DeShields, base runner at first with 1 out. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-0 delivery. DeShields breaks from the bag. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Lifted down the line in left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. DeShields isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Right side, but it's well foul. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2. Chris Davis is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 3-2. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Now it'll be Seth Brown. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The designated hitter, Seth Brown.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Chad Pinder is on deck. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
And now in the box, Chad Pinder, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the AB on its way. Pinder stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Batting 9.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as he'll take a look at ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the right fielder. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The runner from first crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's the 0-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Here it comes now to Andrus. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. 3 runs already home here. And he misses, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next up is Tony Kemp. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's set. Here it comes. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Kemp is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost start. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And it's fouled away. Piscotty over at second. Andrus on at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 0-1 the count. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 2-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 6-1.
The first
Boy, talking about having a game tonight. That's his third RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 1. Nate Lowe digging in now. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Kemp is calling for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Nick Solak.
Digging in next, Nick Solak. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit to right, but that'll land foul, strike one. Solak hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he chased it in the dirt. Murphy is after it. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Stepping up is Eli White to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he takes strike 3 called as Clyde Washington's strike zone may have expanded a bit there, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They trail 6-1. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. He said he's seen his hitters take it to another level with runners in scoring position today, which is reflected in their batting average in those situations. Over a 600 clip. Clearly, that's been a big part of the story of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ramon Laureano. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one. He extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The batter, number 15.
Striding in for Oakland, Seth Brown. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And now a pitch on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
The left fielder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now here's the pitch. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Kyle Cody is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So now to the plate, Sean Murphy.
Catcher, Sean
as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. White is there. And he makes the catch to retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Rangers 1. And stepping in, Jonah Heim. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
And now the first pitch. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. So stepping in is Delino DeShields. You see me coming up, stop, rubber back to Pickoff move to second and a dive, but he's back in. First delivery to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. DeShields, 28 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 2-2. On the ground, softly towards second. He's got to hurry. In time to first, and there are 2 away. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Willie Calhoun. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They're down 7-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is DeShields. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Elvis Andrus is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. Tony Kemp will be next. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Count remains full. This one's down to third. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Oakland.
Next to dig in, Tony Kemp, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
1-1.
Oh, that grounder got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Matt Chapman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Kemp is off of first with 2 away. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Pause, now the pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 out with the man at first. Swing hard liner to left center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see right there that these guys rank 2nd in the AL in that category. Stepping in now, Matt Olson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch popped up. Heim is under it, and that retires the side. A's strand a couple. They're on top 7-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter. Joey Gallo struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And the pitch. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Behind 0-2 now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H, playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next to hit is Nate Lowe. Flew out last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The batter, the second baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that means Nick Solak will dig in. From the stretch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. They're down 7-1.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a groove.
So now to the plate, Ramon Laureano. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Number 22.
First delivery to him.
Oh. 1 ball, no strike. Open your eyes, huh?
The 1-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Three and 0 now. Seth Brown will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter,
Next will be the designated hitter, Seth Brown. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Brown, 28 years old. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-1 home.
Hey!
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
To the plate now, Chad Pinder, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Sean Murphy. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Swing and a liner. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Now a long throw home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw.
Love everything about that play right there. Nobody's at fault, just great execution by the defense. I saw the third base coach waving him around, and I totally agreed with it.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Murphy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, another foul ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. DeShields is there. And that's the third out. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Rangers 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading up for the Rangers.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The shortstop, Eli.
First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
So next to bat will be Jonah Heim. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound, and this is taken in for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus.
First pitch on the way.
Up. No ball. 1 strike.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here comes the 1-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Solak's got it, and there's 1 gone.
Now
that's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Tony Kemp. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air to right field. Gallo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. So here is Matt Chapman. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike now. Lowe is over to take a look, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Gallo gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're definitely just not having consistent quality ABs. The game plan they had coming in hasn't worked, and I'm interested to see if they're willing to change it up a little bit.
Now here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Up next for the Rangers, Willie Calhoun. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fouled away. Three and 2 to the Rangers' designated hitter.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
The right fielder, number 13.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th. And up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Brett Martin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
59. Brett Martin.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. And the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 22.
Stepping in once again is Ramon Laureano. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch of the AB on its way.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Back up the. Oh no, that got him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Into the box, Seth Brown, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. White is under it. 2 gone. Making his way to the plate once again, Chad Pinder, and he needs just a triple for the cycle, so let's see if he can put one in the gap. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
High in the air out to center field. Davis finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. The A's strand 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Chris Davis.
The center fielder, Chris Davis.
Now here's the pitch.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Here comes the 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
In there, 3-1. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So now to the plate, Nate Lowe, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but
15.
They're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
That'll bring in Nick Solak, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Into the box, Eli White. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
High in the air down the right field line. Piscotty's there for it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. One left for Texas. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Sean Murphy. In his career against this pitcher, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1.
Murphy.
First offering. Down on the shins and missed with it, ball one. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Solak has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Next, it'll be Stephen Piscotty. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
No ball, one strike.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Elvis Andrus. On, he pops it up. Solak moving to his left. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The A's lead this one 8-1.
Leading off for the Rangers, the catcher, Jonah.
The pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2 in just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pinder will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now back.
Up next, Delino DeShields. He grounded out last time up. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Pinder's got it for route number 3. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Wearing a cape and apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Joely Rodriguez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Joely Rodriguez.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. First pitch of the AB now.
Oh. 1-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 3-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Davis is under it. Makes the play, one away. So now here is Matt Chapman. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Matt Olson.
Into the box now, Matt Olson, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Designated hitter, Seth Brown.
At the plate now, Seth Brown, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. A's strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Adam Kolarek, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Adam Kolarek.
Now to bat, Willie Calhoun, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pinder is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for.
Right
1 away.
And
there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Kolarek has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Chris Davis waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on.
Okay.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Here comes the payoff pitch, and he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one.
Fielder,
That's the
4.
4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Chris Davis next to bat, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Texas down to their final strike in this one. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Athletics jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jesus Luzardo earns win number 4 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Kyle Gibson was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these. This is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme. It still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth. Just the fingers crossed behind my back with a grand. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors, they left 7 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.